Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Right, 3 days ago, I asked you guys, who is it that you want to win between Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale? So not who you think will win, but who you want to win. And I was surprised how high it actually was. 85% wanted Dominic Breazeale to defeat Deontay Wilder. And again, the 15% that want Wilder to win is a whole chunk of it is because they want a Joshua, a Dillian Whyte, a Tyson Fury to beat Wilder. That's what they want. Okay? So 85%. So that tells you exactly what me and a lot of other people have been telling why Wilder isn't popular. It's because people just don't like him. They're falling out of faith with him in the sense of people want undisputed. Ultimately, does it really matter who wins between Joshua and Wilder? Ultimately not. It's all about finding out who is the best, is it not? And people are just tired of Wilder's lies. I promise my fans, I love my fans, one face, one name, one champion, all this kind of garbage, just to try and gain a little bit of a reputation, just to get people talking about him, to build a little bit of fame. That's all it's ever been about. He never had any intention of fighting Joshua. And unfortunately, he has got a fan base, not an entire fan base, but a section of his fan base are only here to hate and cause problems and be racist and things like that. So people just don't like Wilder, and this is why he's not popular in his own country. This is why he can't sell out arenas. This is why he's not a pay-per-view star. And he should be, because he's a great personality in the sense of he's very outgoing. Okay, he looks the part, and he's WBC heavyweight champion, and he's American. He should be a superstar within his own country, but he's not even a superstar in his own state of Alabama. He goes to New York. He's struggling for ticket sales. Struggling. So this is why, and it's because he talks about how he wants a body on his record. He talks about some complete, utter garbage. People know he's a cherry picker. People know that he's afraid of any kind of decent test. And this is why it's so high. And no, this is not all Anthony Joshua fans. No, this is not all British fans who took to the vote. Anybody here on YouTube could have voted. You didn't have to be a subscriber of mine to participate in the vote. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what percentage is UK, which percentage is American or Australian, wherever it is that people are in the world. I don't know what it is, but ultimately 85% is extremely high. Very, very high. People just don't see Wilder as good for boxing with the way that he carries on, with the stupid things that he says. People don't want him as champion. They just don't want it. It's not about that they want Dominic Breazeale because it's Dominic Breazeale. No. They just want that WBC title that's been held hostage for over 4 years now to be released. Because we want to find out who's undisputed. We don't want the WBC protecting anybody. But they've been protecting Wilder. They've been keeping Dillian Whyte away from him. They've been letting him cherry pick. He's been lying. He's been conning the public. He's been doing all that kind of thing. And this is why people just don't like him. People just had enough of him. And it doesn't help with that section of his fan base make people turn against him because of how they are. But anyway, I mean, we know who these small section of fan base are, and they are a curse. Truly, they are a curse on all the fighters that they support. They all seem to be taking losses lately, or looking terrible in fights. Look at Rigondeaux. He's supposed to have got smoked out. Lomachenko. They all called for it. Lomachenko went in there, beat him up. They come out with excuses. Well, he was weight drained. He was this, he was that. He was too heavy. He was too big. Well, you call for the fight. Jamel Charlo. The best 154 pounder of all time. Dominate everybody. You got done by Tony Harrison. Jarrett Hurd. Listen, I'm a huge fan of Jarrett Hurd. He lost that title to J-Rock. Deontay Wilder's brother got sparked out by a journeyman. Deontay Wilder has looked terrible in his last 2 fights. Awful. Absolutely awful. Why? Because he had to move up in level. He looked absolutely awful, and he couldn't get a job done against a guy who's been out of the ring for 3 years in Tyson Fury. Is third time the lucky charm? Is he about to take his first loss today? It's unlikely, but things do come in threes, right? So anyway, either way, 85% just don't want Wilder to win. And it doesn't matter that it's Dominic Breazeale. It could be anybody, because people want undisputed. People are tired of this man hiding. People are tired of the excuses. People are tired of his management team coming out with excuses and their crap narratives. People are tired of his fan base. They want them gone from the boxing community. Because boxing shouldn't be about that kind of extreme rivalry. It just shouldn't be that way. People should be able to support whoever they want without hatred over it, without getting threats, without racism thrown around. So yes, Wilder needs to lose, and he is a loss waiting to happen. But will it be Dominic Breazeale? Well, we'll have to wait and find out, won't we? Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.